Welcome to class.
Hello and welcome to day number 20 of 30 days of yoga and Yoga Nidra. Today, I bet, is going to be your favorite practice. We are going to do a calming moon flow, which is going to be mostly close to the mat. Nothing standing. So we will start in child's pose, and as always, we will finish very gently with a long and deep Shavasana session. Shall we go? All right, then let's come into child's pose. Open your knees, mat width apart, and then either on the mat or using your blocks, stretch your arms out in front of you so that you can ground yourself. And start by releasing the shoulder girdle and the spine. So, in this session, especially, we tune into our body and learn to listen to what our body needs. So, as we're holding the poses a little longer, you can start exploring, shifting the weight, moving around a little. Or if your body tells you that being very still and just enjoying the relaxation, the stretch, then simply stay here and make sure that you are really comfortable in this child's pose. So relax your neck, let your forehead rest on the mat, and really let your hips sink towards your heels. One great exercise for people who are sitting a lot, maybe in front of a computer. We are stretching the hips, mobilizing the hips, and opening the shoulder girdle and the chest. So this little pose alone is a great counter pose to sitting in front of the computer all day. Then let's move the hands closer, get the hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe get the blocks out of the way. We might need them later again. So come into all fours and let's mobilize the spine. Keep your feet flat. Open the chest, lift on the inhale, and then exhale, rounding the back, pulling the navel in. We'll do this really softly and gently, enjoying each deep breath. On the inhale, lifting the nose. On the exhale, moving the nose towards the belly button. And your spine runs all the way from the crown of your head to the tip of your tailbone. And so imagine that long line, not just of bone, but tissue, connective tissue, fascia, muscles. So we're moving our whole body and all of the tissues and structures that run along our spine. So again, if you feel like playing around, you can do few variations, waves, maybe side bends, And if you feel adventurous, you can also shift the weight back as you round, and then inhaling, lifting again, just playing with that wavy motion. And maybe something cracks somewhere in your spine, and that feels really good. All right, then come to center. Take a moment to find your center. Check again if your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and then reach out into your right leg and into your left arm. Then on your exhale, connect or try to connect knee and elbow. Extend on the inhale, exhale, lower down, then change side. Kick the left leg out, right arm reaches. Exhale, elbow to knee, rounding, and inhaling, lengthening. So just a variation of the exercise we just did, cat cow, and this one is called the bird dog. Not really sure where we have all these animals in here. So there's the cat, the cow, the bird, and the dog. Then reach out one more time each side. Do this really slowly, enjoying moving all of your joints. Maybe they haven't all day. So this workout or moon flow is really great to do in the evening, as the name suggests. This is for the time when the moon rises. All right, from here, you can already get your blocks more or less ready. We're moving the right foot to the front in a little low lunge. You can leave the knee on the floor, or if you're feeling like you need to, of course, you can lift the knee into a full low lunge. But first of all, get settled here, maybe explore how are your hips doing, and you can use your blocks to make this pose easier and to really focus on the hip mobility and to be able to give your hips some love and some movement. And as I mentioned earlier, we can really listen to our body, and sometimes our body wants us to move left or right or deeper or less deep. So really start listening to what feels great. And take a big inhale, and as you exhale, shift the weight back to that half split pose and adjust your blocks so that you're really comfortable here. The upper body can rest. And you might want to pull the toes. Then on the next inhale, moving back forward, maybe lifting the chest, lifting the nose, having a little bit of a chest opener. And as you exhale, hamstring stretch. You can turn the foot left and right to check into all of the three hamstrings. How are they doing? They're usually quite different. And oftentimes the inner one is tightest. So you can check which one it is for you. Inhale, half lunge, and exhale, half split. Very nice. Then one last time, moving the weight forward, lowering the hips, lifting the chest, and only if you feel like it, maybe lift the hands up to the sky or ceiling and reach. And if this is too much, just keep the hands on your blocks and enjoy the hip opening anyways. Then release the hands back down, exhale, shifting the weight back. And now we're staying here in that half split pose as we explore a little longer how are hamstrings doing. And you can pinpoint or flex your foot, just checking in. How does it feel? And maybe it feels great to point the foot. This gives a little stretch in the shin. Or maybe it feels great to flex and it stretches the calf. So whatever you need, whatever you feel is best right now for you. Then let's lower back down forward, getting the forward leg back into, oops, cat, cow, dog, bird pose. And then exploring a little bit, maybe something changed. And I do feel right now that my right hip feels much more loose, interestingly. So let's see. Let's put the left foot forward, getting the blocks into the most comfortable position so we can stay here just a little bit, exploring. Now opening the front of the right hip. And then take a big inhale, lifting the chest. And then exhale, push the hips backwards. And yes, this is a new leg. This is a new kind of tight. So let's just work with it and see what we can do with our hamstring and just easing into the stretch. Make sure that your block is in the most comfortable position. And as you explore, you can turn the foot left and right. And then exhale, maybe going a little deeper every time you come into half split pose. And this is such an important practice, the mobility while we listen to our body. Often we neglect mobility in our training. We do strength training maybe, or we do endurance work. And then we skip the stretch. But what happens is that we become tighter, our joints become less mobile, and so we might injure ourselves because our body has less room to react to sudden movements, changes in surface. So the more range of motion we give to our body, the better we can adapt. And so the mobility work is just as important as the strength training or the endurance workouts. So let's stay here in front in that half lunge. And if you feel like it, you can even lift the arms overhead, reaching to the sky or ceiling, lifting the chest, lifting the heart, lifting the arms is changing our feelings, our hormones, our physiology. This is the most positive action we can do with our body, the opening, the stretching. This is what we do when we're naturally happy about something. We jump, we raise our arms. And so this has a positive feedback to how we feel. Then take a deep exhale and let's explore this half split on the left hand side a little more. Just breathing deeply. See what happens when you flex and point your foot. Maybe that feels great. Maybe pointing feels awful or flexing feels awful. And then maybe this is exactly what you need. Your body will tell you. And so the more mobility we give our body, the more opportunity we give our body to give us feedback. Like, this is what I need right now. This feels really good. All right, then let's move back to the front. Getting our way out of here, let's have one final down dog before we come into lying down on our backs. So if you don't feel like down dog, you can just relax the upper body forward. And if that is available or your body tells you that that would be great right now, then come into a full down dog and give your calves a bit of a stretch, pedaling here on the spot, pressing one heel down and then the other. Downward facing dog, one of the best, greatest exercises for relaxing and lengthening the spine. And also works on hamstrings and your ankles, flexibility in your feet. Then slowly bring the knees down. And let's move into seated pose. And from there, we're going to roll back onto our back, where we just let go. So let's have a very gentle inversion before we dive into the Savasana practice. Just giving our blood some help to reach our heart so that all the nutrients, the oxygen, can come back, be replenished, and then nourish and rejuvenate our whole body. So really relax your legs, no more tension, no more action. And then bend the knees, maybe give the knees a big hug, lifting the nose towards the knee. And if you feel like it, just listen into your spine. Maybe you need a little bit of a twist. Left and right, both knees to one side and then to the other. If you have enough space. Then coming back to center, you can either rest in diamond pose with your legs, where your feet are joined and you work a little bit more on your hip opening, hip relaxation. And if you want to do the same for your upper body, you can stay in so-called cactus arms pose, which is a 90-degree pose for the arms. So this could be your Savasana pose, and whenever you want to come out of it and just come into classic lying on the back, stretching arms and legs out, please feel free to do so.
Find your most comfortable position, lying in your back, and close your eyes. Begin to deepen your breath, inhaling and exhaling with a sense of ease. As the gentle moonlight graces your practice, turn your attention inward. Visualize a soft, silvery light gently illuminating your entire body, bringing a soothing sense of calm. Let go of the remnants of your day, of your practice, allowing the rhythmic breath to carry away any remaining tension. Gradually shift your awareness to different parts of your body, starting with your right hand. Feel the moonlight's touch as it travels through each finger. Then move to your right wrist, your forearm, elbow, and upper arm. Continue to direct your attention to your right shoulder. Feel the moonlight gently caressing and releasing any tension held in this area. Allow the soothing glow to cascade down through your torso, enveloping your chest, ribs, and abdomen. Sense the subtle rise and fall of your breath, harmonizing with the moon's gentle energy. Shift your focus to your left hand now, inviting the moonlight to weave its way through each finger. Travel from your fingertips to your left wrist, forearm, and elbow. Extending the nourishing radiance up to your upper arm. Experience a sense of openness and relaxation as the moonlight works its magic. Guide your awareness to your left shoulder, feeling the gentle touch of the moonlight easing any tightness. Let this calming energy flow down through the left side of your torso, embracing your chest, ribs, and abdomen with a tranquil embrace. Sense the unity of breath and moonlight, creating a serene symphony within. Now explore the moonlit touch on your neck and throat. Allow any residual tension to dissolve as the soothing light traverses these areas. Release any tension in your face, in your whole head. Continue this gentle exploration down to your spine, feeling the moon's glow nurturing each vertebra. Sense a gentle unwinding as the moonlight moves through your back, creating a sense of spaciousness and ease. Move your awareness to your hips and pelvis, inviting the moonlight to bath these areas in peaceful luminosity. Feel any lingering tension dissipate as the soft glow cradles and supports your lower back. Allow the moonlight to flow down through your thighs, knees, and shins, releasing tension from each leg. Finally, immerse yourself in the moon's tender touch on your ankles, heels, and the soles of your feet. Sense a grounding energy as the moonlight connects you with the earth beneath. Feel your entire body embraced by the tranquility of the moon's glow. Rest in this state of profound relaxation, allowing the moon's energy to nourish and rejuvenate your entire being. As you are fully immersed in this exploration, invite a sense of surrender. Let go of any lingering stress or tightness, allowing the moon's energy to cradle you in a state of deep relaxation. In this moonlit sanctuary, connect with your inner desires. Formulate a positive and present tense affirmation that aligns with your heart's truest longing, allowing it to resonate within the stillness. Then let the Sankalpa work its magic and return your attention to your breath. Breathing in the serenity of the moonlit night and exhaling any remaining tension. Embrace the sense of profound relaxation, as if you're being held by the gentle arms of the moon itself. Begin to deepen your breath as you gradually bring your awareness back to your physical surroundings. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
Slowly getting the movement back in your body, opening your eyes. And when you're ready, simply roll onto one side. Maybe putting your head on your arm. And then press yourself up into seated pose. You can either have your blog as a pillow or real pillow as we come into cross-seated. So that was wonderful. I hope you feel as relaxed, peaceful, centered, mobilized as I do. Wonderful practice. Thank you so much for joining. Let's take one last deep breath in. Closing, connecting the hands overhead, joining the thumb with the forehead, with the chin, and with the heart center. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.